I'm Laura of Hatch House Adventures. Welcome to our kitchen remodel series. So I really love YouTube. I am new to the creator side of it, but I love coming here for learning how to do things, entertainment, and so we've been planning and saving for a kitchen remodel for a while, and I came to YouTube to find videos on kind of what to do, how to get started, all the decisions. I didn't want to miss any details, and it felt like there were a million decisions that had to be made, and it was super helpful. I found a lot of videos from people who had already completed kitchen remodels talking about things that they loved about their remodel and things they wish they had done differently. And it was great, but it didn't tell me the step-by-step or point out all the little details that you have to think through when you are doing it yourself. For us, we were initially going to DIY it 100%. We've done it in a previous home that was more of an investment home. But this time we decided that we were going to kind of do a hybrid where we DIY some of it and outsource some of it to trades. We didn't hire a contractor. Essentially, we are the general contractors on this project. And it's a lot, a million decisions, and it's important to us because we're planning on being here for a while, and it's kind of our last big project. We've been slowly updating this 90s house and making it our own, and so it's really exciting, but it also feels like a lot of pressure. So without further ado, let's get into it. I hope this is helpful for someone else who is at the beginning stages of their own remodel, and if you have any questions, ask them below, and I will try to link everything that I talk about as well. So here's what we're starting with. It's a 1992 builder grade kitchen. Some previous owners did update the kitchen a bit from the original form. They painted the boxes, added the new granite and backsplash, added the hickory flooring, and added what I call the alien spaceship fan. I'd guess it was in the earlier 2000s when the Tuscan kitchen trend was hitting. There's a ton of warm browns with red undertones. You can see the brown it looks pretty pink in these videos. And then they did the brown granite. The island shape, I'm pretty sure, is original. And we have the popular builder grade signature corner pantry. You can also see our kitchen is the walkway to our beautiful backyard, as well as being our only dining area. And another 90s builder grade feature in our area is a ton of different steps and levels on the main floor. So we have railing, and you can see down into our family room. The railing used to have a strong orange undertone, and the hickory was finished with an oil-based sealant that oxidizes and yellows, and it was just too much for my eyes with the yellow floor and the orange wood railing. So I stained and painted the railing a few years ago as a temporary measure. If you want to see that project, you can check out the banister highlight on my Instagram. I linked it in the video description. So now you're up to speed with where the kitchen is starting from. Living with it for a few years was really helpful because we got to see what we liked and didn't like about the space, and we came up with 6 main pain points that we wanted to address when we changed it, aside from aesthetics, obviously. So the first one is deep, hard to access cabinets. We don't have a lot of drawers. You have to get on your hands and knees and look in the back when you're looking for stuff. It's just not the most functional. So that was kind of the top of our priority list. The second thing that I didn't love is the range top just feels crowded to me. We use cast iron pans when we cook. We cook a lot. We use our kitchen a ton, and I wanted a bigger range. The third thing is that the fridge sticks out. Yes, that's like a kind of bougie complaint. I'm so grateful to have a fridge and a nice house and all that, but I would love a fridge that doesn't stick out into the walkway. It just looks unintentional in your kitchen. And then the fourth thing is the microwave above the range is so annoying. It's so annoying to try to microwave. Somebody's trying to get stuff out of the microwave while one person's cooking on the stove. It's the worst. And then going along with that, because the microwave is above the range, that's the vent, but it vents through the microwave and basically just recirculates it does nothing when you burn food. We wanted a real fan that vented outside, a real range hood above the stove. And then the last thing was there's this piece of countertop to the right of the fridge, and it's not really usable as far as cooking, and it just become a dumping ground. It just seems like wasted space, and it always looks bad. I'm constantly cleaning it up, so I wanted to take care of that. So the next part is the redesign planning. We went through all of these steps that I will put here, and I will kind of walk you through what we did. I'm not going to explain all the design decisions in this video. I'll explain them as we go along and you see the kitchen come together. I'll point things out and why I preferred that, just to give you some insight and help you think through your own space. David has used the free tool Google SketchUp for previous projects, and he used it again to help us visualize the kitchen changes we brainstormed. We raised the height of the uppers to be level with the pantry, added a range hood above the stove, moved the microwave below the counter to the left of the fridge. We increased the range to be 36 inches and moved the pantry in a foot, squared the island up, and added storage along the front of it, as well as adding cabinets that go to the countertop on either side of the fridge. If you're not comfortable using Google SketchUp, the other options are IKEA will draw your kitchen up for you for free. You just have to make an appointment with their kitchen planner and measure your kitchen, or some custom like local cabinet people, they'll draw out your kitchen if you're looking to buy cabinets from them. So after I pinned for like a year on Pinterest inspiration, I went on Canva, which is a free tool, and made a mood board with a couple different design options, as well as started making notes on specific things that I wanted, hardware, finishes, etc., which really helped, and it helped me communicate visually to David what I was thinking, and we got to pick the style that we liked together, and it really helped anchor us as we made decisions. So you can see some of my preferences here. I have full overlay cabinets, I like wood details, glass doors, I want brass hardware on the cabinets, but I want polished nickel faucet and pot filler. For the countertops, I want a lighter countertop and use quartz or quartzite, and a white backsplash, probably not marble. I don't love shiny ones. So just some notes like that to help me have a place to start and to refer back to. And I didn't make this mood board slides because because it was just for personal use. I didn't put all the design credit for all these amazing designers. It's all on my kitchen Pinterest board. I'll link that below if you're really interested in who designed it. I do have notes you'll see as it scrolls on people who listed their paint colors. There's a couple Studio McGee kitchens. They're very generous sharing their paint colors. And then there's some like private people who shared their paint colors. So I would note that on my mood board. So there was the two options, the full like lighter neutral kitchen, one color. And then my second option was the island color with a white perimeter, and we decided we liked the first option better. And then as time went on and our project expanded a little bit, we realized we were going to replace all the railing around the kitchen. I did a full mood board on that so that David and I could talk about that, and that was really helpful. Same thing with the range hood. I found some designs that I liked. It's just so helpful to have something to anchor and hold on to, because otherwise you can really get lost when you're making decisions. So great to have that to refer back to. So once we finished the SketchUp of the kitchen with all the dimensions and the cabinets we wanted, and we finalized the mood board and the style we were going for, this is where inspiration and budget met. So for example, it helped us make decisions. Like when we were working on deciding if we wanted to keep that corner pantry or not, it was nice because we realized with taking out the corner pantry, you have to pay for extra cabinets, more countertop, backsplash, and it was going to add thousands of dollars. And shrinking the pantry a foot, which we did end up doing, would just cost a few $100s, and we could still get that bigger range that we wanted. And so it was really nice because we had saved a specific amount, and then our goal budget was below the amount that we saved for this reno, because we knew that you go over on renovations, right? And so it was nice when we were making decisions. We had our pain points we were trying to answer, and now we had our budget, and it was so fun to answer the design brief and stay in budget at the same time. And from there, it was just a ton of research and running around, it felt like. Went to 2 different stone yards and a quartz place to look at different materials and hear pros and cons and just visually see what we liked. We went to suppliers for stair parts so that we could price out what materials cost without labor and see materials in person. We swatched a million different paint samples because I have PTSD from a really bad laundry room decision I'll show a few years ago that David won't let me live down. So it was just a lot of research, and eventually I put together some mock-ups. They're pretty poor in Canva, but they really, really help me visualize and us come to a decision where we both loved the design and we both had a shared vision, and it met up with our budget, and now we're just ready to hit the road, and it's super exciting.